I am Ruth Coley Cooper, the second oldest of 10 children of Guthrie and Sarah Core Coley. I was born here in Goldsboro, North Carolina. I returned to Goldsboro in 1972 after living in St. Augustine, Florida for almost 20 years. On my father's after the death of my husband. I am the mother of 7 children. My daughter Karen died in 2007, and my daughter Victoria died in 2015. I am the grandmother of 13 grandchildren and a great grandmother of
15.
five,
15.
15, and great great grandmother of 3. My oldest daughter, Celestine, and only one son, we call him Jimmy, live here in Goldsboro. Second oldest daughter, Barbara, live in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. The oldest, Diane, live in Hampton, Virginia. And my youngest daughter, Catherine, we call her Kathy, live in Maryland. I'm gonna tell something about my younger days.
Tell us about your younger days living in Goldsboro.
My younger days when we stayed on Dale Street, the last street, little street next to what we call Edgewood, and we used to play on the ditch bench and have a fun, good time. And uh, Uncle uh, Uncle Jesse Woodard, and my uncle Marilyn Core, my mother's uncle, stayed on Dale Street, and also their brother Thomas Coley. He was staying on Dale Street at the same time too before they moved to New Jersey, and so we had a good time running, playing, and later on we Uncle Jesse had a sister. We call her Sis Shug, which her name was Mary. So later on, they moved on Creek Street, and she had family, and I went right there a whole lot playing with Sweet and Bert, right there and Blondie, and we all had a nice time. And but we was going to East End School at the time. All of us would go to East End School and come back and home and play. And then after we went down to Dillon, we had to walk a long, long ways. We didn't have no school bus or anything to take us to school. We had to walk. And so after some of my brothers got down there, some of them played football. And so I played basketball. And so we all, then they had a community center there, W.A. Walters Community Center, which we all used to go all the time. They play and have a nice time. Then sometime we would go to the movie on James Street. But then we all, the family, mostly on my daddy's side, we went to Goldsboro Chapel Freeville Baptist Church. Because then, years ago, my father, his father and mother stayed on Slaughter Street. And we used to go around there and stay and play. But we had a nice time just visiting each one house all the time. And so after school, we always got, when we got large enough, we always had little jobs, and And my brother used to go to caddy at the golf course for on the weekend sometime. And so, but we had a nice time playing and doing things together. And it wasn't no disturbance or anything like that. We just went and had a nice time, especially at the community center.
You have been blessed to live a long time. For us, 4 scores plus 10. How do you give credit for a long life?
For a long life, it's to just go and no drinking, no smoking, but just have a nice time.
Okay.
And that's working and no, please, no drinking, a lot of drinking and smoking and just stay in the street, not to stay in the streets all the time. Just go. It's sometime, but not all the time.
You had 2 cousins, Mabel and Edna.
I don't. You have to skip.
Just say you don't remember them. Do you remember growing up with them?
No, I don't remember growing up with them.
Okay. What are some of your significant changes you witnessed during your lifetime? Civil rights and voting, the black president, schools and jobs.
Well, yes, I just.
Tell about you. Tell about Martin Luther King.
You said what?
When you lived in Florida, you met Martin Luther King.
When I stayed in Florida?
You had met Martin Luther King.
Oh, when I stayed in Florida, I met Dr. King. Right there. And because he stayed there about 2 weeks. And it was real exciting. It was real exciting. I just hope I don't have to go through that no more.
The first black president, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I thought that was very nice. It was really nice. I was glad to live to see that.
How about the schools? Schools.
What school doing?
How have school changed from when you were in school to now?
Oh, well, now everything is everybody go to school, then when we were going to school, we were black, all of us went down to, it wasn't integrated, and now it is.
How about jobs?
Oh, job, I always kept me a job, because my mother told me I asked somebody for nothing, to well and work, and that's what I did. I had a job after school, and also my uncle John Coley, he had a funeral home. I used to go down there and help him. If there's anything that he wanted me to help him to do, down there, that's what I helped him, and so I always kept me a job.
We still have a long ways to go to equal in these United States. Just say. Change is coming.
Huh?
Just say changes are coming. Just say changes are coming.
Yeah.
Say changes are coming.
Oh, changes are coming. Yes, indeed. And so,
Okay, Jimmy.
Things that really have changed.
Jimmy.
Oh, so we finished?
Yes.
All right.